June 11th at almost 10 o'clock, and this is my front door. And how squished it is with all my coats and scarves and hats. There are my scarves, a ton of them. I've got many more. My bags when I go shopping. There's my fire extinguisher because here's my stove right here. I also have a blanket in there, and there's my shoes at the front door. It's very squished there, but that's my front door. And these are my brothers and sisters when we were kids. And these are my cousins, the Pollocks. My son made me this. Dear world, I wish that every person had a home and no guns, bombs, and lots of peace in the world. Isn't that precious? He was just learning how to write. I framed it. This is my bathroom. Right now we have a drain fly problem, so all of this is open. I can close it though. And yeah, this is my cute little bathroom. My dad's Diachem calendar. There's a picture I framed of my dad with his sunglasses on and a cigar in his hand, and all of us Tiller kids, and 5 of us in the backyard of our place on Seacoat Road, which we no longer have, sad to say. There's my washing machine, which empties out right here. I'm so clever, I've got it running all the way along there. I've got it up on a stool that I created, and here's my storage space ideas. I actually have room for a chair here because I like to sit down when I brush my teeth because I do it for a long time. Dun, dun, dun. It's nice to have that storage up there. And then here is the, oh yeah, I have to do this. There's some candles up there. I put all of these up for my dad when he moved in here. And my carpets. And I got these. Here's my dad's hockey stick. I scoffed one when he was living here. This is the second bedroom. I just redid it a while ago because my dad was living here and then he fell and broke his hip. And so I redid it. And I bought this artwork. I got to keep his TV. And so I rigged the sound bar there on the wall because it was sitting on his dresser. Now his dresser was gone. And here is the mirror, and here's me in the mirror. And here's the other artwork that I got. And this is the way the room is right now, but it's been changing a lot. We do have a drain fly problem, so I've got the vacuum cleaner plugged in, ready to suck up a drain fly. It's been harrowing. But anyway, this is the room right now, and it's really working. It's really a lovely room. I've got basil growing there, and I've got lights right up top there that you can't see, but they're rigged to the ceiling. And I turn them on. Well, you don't need them right now. And I grew basil I want to put 2 violets in there, but I haven't found them yet. See, there's the drain flies. Anyway, this is the second bedroom. It's pretty cute. It's really nice in the morning to have coffee in here. There's our coffee table, speaking of which, from Seacoat Road. I got these carpets in here for a really good price. I got that for $16, that runner. And I got this one for $40, and they are really silky smooth. Anyway, there's Dad's daybed. So I got the checkered. I thought I'd pull everything together with the black and white checker. It seems to be working. As you can see, there's a bit of a theme going on here with the black and white checker. Even there. But it works. It works. I'll turn the light off. Now, so this way. This is the front door. I use this green. We used to have a green chest when I grew up at the front door, and I had to have a green table. So there's my mom and dad when they got married. There's my mom on the first day that she joined the K-Jacks Richmond Track and Field Club. And us kids are in that Chrysler car in the back there. And there's my mom getting her picture taken by my dad. Here's my kitchen. Matching carpets. I really love these carpets. I really love them. Okay, I have very little space, so I've had to create space by putting up these shelves. This has been the best idea. because I use all this stuff up here on a constant basis, like the grinder that filters my coffee. I use that every single morning. There's my coffee cups. I've got everything on the wall, and I've got my pots up there. I don't know what I'd do without that. It's a very, very small galley kitchen. I mean, my cupboards are full. I cannot complain. I do a lot of bulk. I buy everything bulk and store it. And have containers. That's all my coffee. There's my honey. Here's my spices. So I buy. See, I have to fill the oregano because I use a lot of oregano. I just did spaghetti. But I am very blessed. I love to cook, and I have a lot of supplies. This is my kitchen. Yeah, it's cute, eh? My brown sugar. This is garlic salt. It is pretty good. I had some yesterday with a hot dog I made. I haven't had a hot dog in a long time. There's my kettle, my blender, my little French waiter guy. This is something Jackson made for me. In fact, Jackson also made this. Dun, dun, dun. And my grandmother, my dad's mom, made these. She crocheted these. So there's this. Like, I had to find creative ways to fit everything in, right? So all my cutlery is out, but I use it on a constant basis. Here is all my tableware. I use those bowls when I'm doing mass cooking. I'll saute onions, I'll saute everything, and then I'll bit by bit put them in this fridge, all piled on top of each other, and do that for a couple of days, and then assemble it with my huge pots there. I do really, really big cooks, and I saute out here. I put my blanket there, and I have a skillet there and a skillet there. They're right there. Here's my skillets. And I start sauteing. I don't do any big frying out here. I just do really slow sauteing. And so here are my rice cookers. I do all that. My big bowls. I've had to find, the space. Here's my fridge. And even though my fridge is small, I got stuff on the top there, it fits all my, it's got just these large shelves. So I can put an entire pot, one of these big pots, full of beans, and let it sit overnight. And yeah, it works. It really works. I am a cook, and I do a lot of stuff here. So this is my windowsill in my dining room. When my dad moved in, I inherited this. And this used to be my dad's too, and Jackson had it, and I got it too. So these are both from my dad. Here's my beautiful mom. Here's my Baba, my mom's mom. There's my mom and dad. When they went to Europe, there's my dad cheering. There's me when I was a baby, Conrad and me, all of us kids in Susan and Lorraine's bedroom on Christmas morning. Can you see that? Just pull that out. There we are. We just got these cribs and dolls, me, Susan, and Lorraine. And we all got new pajamas. My mom sewed those curtains and these bedspreads. There were 2 twin beds in that room. That ended up becoming my dad's TV room in the corner there on Seacoat Road. But isn't that precious? And then here's us when we all graduated. When Mark graduated from grade 7 from Daniel Woodward School, Mom took us to the school and we all got a picture taken. That was really smart of you to do, Mom. It's a precious picture. Here's where I'll open a bottle of wine, if I have a bottle of wine. I always keep that there because if I'm having a drink of anything, I have to open my fridge from this side. Like, I've got iced tea, and it's sugary and it drips, and so I put it right there. I do stuff there. And I ripen stuff right here. And I eat right here. So this is my cute place, and I dance right here, and I work out right here. And this is the coolest table. The best buy I ever did was it opens on both sides, so I can pull it out, and both wings open up. I just can't even tell you how much I do on that table. And this is my new project where I grow green onions. Look at that. Look, all you gotta do is put them in clean water, put them in the sun, and they start to grow. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? So this is my windowsill, which often has bugs on it. I'm always cleaning. And those bugs feed the spiders. Those are my yoga mats. bugs feed the spiders. I got a spider problem. This is my actual stereo with a turntable. I have a turntable. Here's my pointe shoes, my girlfriend Shelley. This is from Jasmine. She made that for me. It says, I love this so much. This is Mummy with 2 exclamation marks. To Mum, love Jasmine, XOXO. Isn't that cute? I just love this so much. It's one of my favorite things. Live so that when your children think of fairness, caring, and integrity, they think of you. And then this one says balance. Balance. And I got that from Melissa, and this was from Jackson. Jackson made that for me. I keep it in. He made both of these things for me when he was a kid. There's my friend Shelley. It's my dad's little violin. This is from a friend. And these point shoes are from a friend. And there's, oh, that fell over. My Billie Holiday collection. And this is the girlfriend who died. My girlfriend Linda, her sister, Donna, passed away from cancer, way too young. My CDs, my Bose that I got from my dad, stereo, headphones. And there is my dad's violin. And terpsichore. That is from my girlfriend Shelley, who was my dancer friend. She gave that to me. This was from the original terpsichore dance studio here in Vancouver that we both danced at when we were younger. That's Picasso. Me. A violin Jerry gave me. The wine glasses. My dad's Beethoven collection, which I have. My tap shoes, which I want to give to my daughter. All my weights. And this is a really cool dining room cabinet that my dad helped me buy at a secondhand store that his friend had. His friend Woody, he played hockey with, died, and Woody's girlfriend ran an antique store. And we got this for $200 and $10 and brought it home. And I look at how packed it is. I really use it. But this is my living room. There's my guitar. This is from when Dad moved in and I inherited it because he didn't have a lot of space when he moved. So here is my living room. Here's my family. I got all the family pictures. There's my mom. This is where I do all my printing. So I've got all my printer stuff in there, all my paper and ink. And this is where I do all my returns, my Amazon returns, so I do it right there. This is Harry. I created that for Dad, and that got left behind. If he wants it, he can have it where he is right now. Dad's still alive at the making of this. There's beautiful father. Anyway, here's where I work. There's my beautiful sister Susan. Here is me in grade 11, and then there's me with Bruce Barlow, and then there's me in the middle with my friend who is living on the streets, this Aboriginal guy. And this is my favorite quote of all time. I can resist everything except temptation. Oscar Wilde. Isn't that brilliant? Anyway, and Jasmine gave me that Buddha, and these Buddhas were my mom's, and they move around, and they're really funny. They jump right off. And that was from my dad. I kept that. He probably doesn't know it. Anyway, here's my family. My sister Lorene, my sister Susan, with all of our kids. There's Lorene with Katie. There's Susan with Rudy and Kaz. There's me with Jasmine with our wine. We've got the table inside because it's raining, because right outside that door there was Len's and mine's patio, but it started raining, so we came in. And there's Lorene and Susan and I when Mark was getting married to his first wife. That didn't last, though, and then he married the right girl, Tracy. There's Mark and Conrad, my brothers. There's Susan when she got married to her first husband, Sean, and then they split up, and then she married the right guy, Graham, who just died, actually. It's June 11th right now. There's Jasmine at my wedding to Jerry. There is me and my kids. This is my collection of oils because I have this diffuser right here. This is my really cute heater / substitute for a fireplace that I do not have. Isn't that cute? It does actually work. It pumps out some really good heat. There's me, the night of my wedding to Len. Len took that picture of me. We were going down for a swim at our hotel. Look and see my dancer legs. And there's my mom and dad going to the Austrian ball. They did things like that. Here's mom and dad right there. There's my mom when she was 16. My mom when she was little. They used to take pictures on the street back then, and that one up there was my mom when she was like, I don't know, 18. There's my mom when she was, whatever, 6 or something like that. And there's my dad's grandmother. My dad's, our aunt, great aunt. Anyway, there's a picture. She's the Austrian side. She was an actress, singer, dancer girl, where I get it from. This is the art that my dad framed. There were a few different Coca-Cola ones. I think, let me turn that off. I think Lorene has the other one, but I have 2 of them. But this is the picture I bought when I first left Len. My mom and I went to Winnipeg with the kids, Jasmine and Jackson, and when we were coming back, I saw this in the airport. There was an art store, and I really, really had to have it. My mom was so sweet to buy it for me, and it's become like iconic to me. That's how I felt when I left Len. It was just like, it's a stormy prairie picture. And those are real colors that are like, that's what it looks like on the prairies during a storm. And it just felt like that. And I love this piece of art. It's been so iconic for me to have it. I've carried it everywhere. I've had it for a long time now. And I know my mom bought it for me. And I know that it represented leaving my children's father. It's very symbolic. Yeah. Stormy weather, stormy times. But here's my chaise lounge, which I love. I bought that for this spot right here. I created this. This is where I hang out. This is my space. I love it here. I dance. I make little dance videos. Here's my favorite chair in the house. My dad bought this late in the game, just not too long ago, about 12 years ago, 14 years ago. I inherited its swivels. It's just gorgeous. It's really, really expensive, beautiful. Oh, there's one of those darn dragonflies. Anyway, I sage. I do saging in here. Here's my mom and dad. I don't really watch a lot of TV, even though this is my TV. When my dad leaves this world, I'm going to get his bookcases and put one right there. Oh, Dad, I don't want you to leave. But this is the red furniture that we grew up with. Jasmine has one of these, and then the red matching love seat is in the other room. This is a chessboard that I bought my dad long, long, long ago when I was with Len, and he never played it, so he gave it to me, and I did play it. Anyway, this is the little thing I designed here. That's got storage. This has got storage right here. I sit here. And if I do watch TV, I'll have a coffee or something to drink or eat here. So yeah, this is where I work. I work quite hard there, actually. And then this is my bedroom. Right here are this is a fridge with just condiments. Right in here, condiments. Like mustards and all that kind of stuff. And this, on the other side it opens, is the freezer where I have all my frozen stuff that I make. Hummus, spaghetti sauce, all that kind of stuff. This is my linen closet, so to speak. There's a little bit of camping gear up there. Blankets, heavy blankets. This is regular everyday stuff. There's a little vacuum right there. I do use, this is what I put on my table when I start cooking. This is my Jasmine's baby blanket. Here's all my sheets. This is where all my tools are. I have a light right here so I can see everything. This is my drill I use on a constant basis. I can just reach my hand in here. I know where everything is. It goes way back there. And then this box is filled with stuff, electrical stuff, plumbing stuff, lots of stuff in there. So brooms, mops, everything goes here. And then and it's got 2 sets of, look at, I even managed to hang things up there. Even my helmet is up there. It's got 2 sets of drapes. So this side and that side. And when I go to bed at night, I do actually close this door. And these, I close them both. I just do. It's a habit. I never leave them open. When I have to pee in the middle of the night, I got to crash through those. But, you know, that works. then I'm in my own little space here. Here's my bedroom. There's my M. I did that after the Mary Tyler Moore show. My children, I took those photographs. And then these are their school photographs. Actually, I took that one of Jackson. Jasmine, that is her. I took that one too, actually. Okay, that is Jackson's school photo. I took that one of Jazz, and I took that one of Katie. That's Lorene's daughter, and Jasmine. And then Susan, my sister, took this of me, and Audrey is what I called her back then, but she's Brooka. I like these three girls. They represent my sisters and I, even though we don't have the best relationship. There's my son, Jackson. That is another school picture, and Jasmine. And beautiful, I actually use this brush. It was Jerry's mom's. A set. Look at it's broken. I'm so sad about that. Tortoise hair. And then this is beautiful statue that represents the mom and the children. And I got this and threw it in here because I really needed more space for all the clothes that I was buying. This got a lot of my skirts in it. So I moved things around. That light used to be right here, and I kind of want to put it back. I'd like to move that stuff out of there and put it in the second bedroom and in my closet, but I don't have a lot of room. And put that light back there, right there. And move everything this way more again. But anyway, this is my little space. I hang out at night. It's got like all my stuff there. I plug my phones in. I just changed my sheets. I just cleaned actually. And I do laundry here too. And I've got a laundry rack up there, and I've got like an underwear, really cool. I love this. So I am laundry girl. I've got everything you could possibly imagine. So this is for all my underwear and socks, and I pull this out. And I've also got a rack up there, and then I've also got another rack where you can hang sweaters like down. There's my sewing kit, my sewing machine. That's all my crocheting and knitting. And this, because I bought too many clothes on Amazon, I had to pile that up. But I've also got this rack here, which I love. I love pulling out this rack right here. I use it for when I do laundry, because I'm really good at laundry, and I hang a lot of stuff to dry. So I put it in the living room. Here's my iron is also right here. And I have a steamer that is constantly plugged in. You can't really see it, but so like you can just pull it out and steam and iron and all that. I'm really into taking care of my clothes. So this is my bedroom, and that's where I hang out and do my nails with my million nail. Believe it or not, all but a couple have been used because I use them on my toes and my hands. Mostly my toes are always painted, almost always painted. I got these when I was a kid, these ballet pictures. I painted them for my room here. That's my mom getting out of the car with their friend on her wedding day. It's my jewelry, my perfumes, my beautiful perfumes. My favorite perfume is Chanel No. 5 and Aromatics Elixir by Clinique. I do a lot of stuff in here. All my oils are in here. Right? And I do my nails here. So I sit here and I watch a little bit of, this is actually rigged to the soundbar right there. And that is regular radio, because radios sync but internet doesn't. So yeah, all my stuff is plugged in. This is where I hang out. This is where I do stuff, is here. This is my home. And I love it. I actually love my home. I love my place. So yeah, this is the end of the little tour. This is, generally speaking, the chair I hang out in. And this is, generally speaking, my view, if I'm going to sit down.